Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Hare Nama Krishna,
Yadavaya Namaha
Gopala Govinda,
Sri Madhusudana
Mosa Karoti Vatala,
Pangun Langayate Girim
Rati Pratavahan Bande,
Sri Gurum Dinatarinam
Ramananda Madhava,
Sri Caitanya Ishwaram
Hare Om Tat Sat.
Hare Om.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we will continue with the Radhashtami special Chaitanya Leela class. Haribo.
So today we're observing the Radhashtami Mahotsava.
So today we are observing the Radhashtami Mahotsava.
Radharani appeared today
Radharani appeared today
in the Jamuna and the Golden Lotus,
in the Jamuna in a golden lotus,
and Vishwavana Maharaj saw lotus, went over to the lotus,
and Vrishabhanu Maharaj saw the lotus and went over to the lotus,
and he saw a beautiful girl.
and he saw a beautiful girl.
And Lord Brahma came and told him that you had done tapasya in your previous life, you and your wife wanted the consort of the Supreme Personality
You
as your daughter.
You had done a lot of tapasya in your previous life, and you and your wife wanted the consort of the Supreme Personality of Godhead as your daughter.
So that's why this daughter has come to you.
And that's why this daughter has come to you.
Take very good care of her and be blessed.
And take very good care of her and be blessed.
So then Vishwavana Maharaj took the golden lady and the lotus home, and his wife was very pleased to see her.
And Vrishabhanu Maharaj took the golden baby with him home, and he and his wife was very pleased to see her.
Kirtida was in supreme bliss.
Kirtida was in supreme bliss.
So today we have various yagyas and pastimes of Srimati Radharani.
So today we have various yagyas and pastimes of Srimati Radharani.
I explained how Srimati Radharani is the eternal consort of Sri Krishna.
So I explained how Srimati Radharani is the eternal consort of Sri Krishna.
And she comes when Krishna comes.
And she comes when Krishna comes.
So since this is a very auspicious day,
Since this is a very auspicious day,
then we would like to give you a chance to ask questions,
so I would like to give you a chance to ask questions,
especially on things pertinent to today.
especially to the things pertinent to today. Yeah, you can ask. Like, something about Radharani.
How the questions by Senator.
Questions. Also online questions, right, Guru Maharaj?
Huh?
Online questions also, right?
Uh,
So those devotees on Facebook and Zoom, you can ask your questions pertinent to Radharani, Krishna. Very good.
I got here, son Where's my hair? Son easy.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, very wise one.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh, very wise one. Oh, you very intelligent one. Tell me, due to which act a man goes to the world of cows from the ocean of mundane existence, which is difficult to cross, and, O Sutta, about Radhashtami and its excellent importance. Sutta said, O Brahmana, O great sage, formerly Narada had asked this from Brahma. Listen in brief to what he had asked him. Narad said, O grandsire, O wise one, O best among those who know the sacred texts, O dear one, tell me about Radha Janmashtami. O Lord, what is its religious fruit? Who observed it in olden days? O Brahman, what would be the sin of those men who do not observe it? In what way is the vow to be observed? When it is to be observed? Tell me all that from the beginning, from whom Radha was born. Scroll up. Lord Brahma said, O child, listen very attentively to the description of the vow of Radha Janmashtami. I shall tell you in brief the entire account. O Narada, except Vishnu, it is not possible for anyone to tell about its meritorious fruit that seem like the murderer of a Brahmana, of them who have earned it through crores of existence, perishes in a moment when they devotedly observe it. The vow. The religious merit of Radha Janmashtami is 100 times more than the fruit which a man obtains by observing a fast on 1,000 Ekadashis days. The merit due to Radhashtami observed but once is 100 times more than the fruit obtained by giving gold equal is 100 times more than the fruit obtained by giving gold equal to Mount Meru. People obtain that fruit from the Radhashtami, which merit they obtain by giving 1,000 virgins in marriage. A man gets that fruit of the Ashtami of beloved of Krishna, Radhashtami, which he would get by bathing in holy places like Ganga. Even a sinner who observes this vow casually or devoutly would, along with a crore of members of his family, go to Vishnu's heaven. O child, formerly in Krita Yuga, an excellent, very beautiful woman, having a beautiful waist, having eyes like those of female leader, of a beautiful form, having lovely hair, lovely ears, was known by the name Lilavati. She had committed very grave sins. Once she, hankering after wealth, went to another city, moving out from her own city. There, in a beautiful temple, she saw many wise people intent on observing the Radhashtami vow. They were worshipping devoutly the excellent image of Sri Radha with sandal, flowers, incense, lamps, and pieces of cloth and various kinds of fruits. Some sang, danced, recited the excellent hymns of praise. Some others joyfully played upon the lute and beat the drum. Seeing them like that, she, full of curiosity, went near them and politely asked him, "Oh, you religious-minded ones, what are you, full of joy, doing? Oh, virtuous one, tell me, who am full of politeness, what are you doing?" Those devotees intent upon the observance of the vow and interested in obliging and doing good to others started speaking. Those who observed the Radhashtami vow said, "Today, the eighth day of the bright fortnight, Sri Radha was born, has arrived. We are observing it carefully. This vow of the Ashtami, which is observed like this, quickly destroys man's sins, like the sin due to the murder of a cow, or arising from stealing, or killing a brahmana, or which is due to carrying off the wife of another person, or due to a man's violating his teacher's bed, wife." Hearing their words and repeatedly thinking to herself, "I shall observe this vow which destroys all sins," she observed that excellent vow there only along with those who were observing it. That pure woman died due to being hurt or bitten by a serpent. Then Yama's messenger with the nooses and hammers in their hands came there by Yama's order and tied her in a very painful way. When they decided to take her to Yama's abode, messengers of Vishnu holding conches and maces came there. They had brought with them an auspicious aeroplane made of gold to which royal swans were yoked. Having quickly cut off the nooses with the edges of their disc, they put that woman whose sin had gone away into the chariot. They took her to the charming city of Vishnu called Goloka, where she stayed with Krishna and Radha due to the propitiousness of the vow. O dear one, for him who, a fool, does not observe the vow of Radhashtami, there is no acquittance from all hell, even for hundreds and crores of kalpas. Those women also who do not observe this vow, which causes auspiciousness, which delights Sri Radha and Sri Krishna, which destroys all sins, go to Yama's city in the end and fall into the hell for a long time. If perchance they gave birth on earth, they certainly becomes widows. O child, once this earth was being struck by the groups of wicked. She, being extremely helpless, became a cow and approached me. Weeping again and again, she told me about her grief. Hearing of her words, I went to the proximity of Lord Vishnu. I quickly narrated to Lord Krishna, Vishnu, the intensity of her grief. He said to me, "O Brahman, with the gods, go to the earth. Later, I shall also go there with my attendants." Hearing that, I along with the gods came to the earth. Guru Maharaj, gods or demigods? Gods or demigods? I along with the demigods came to the earth. Then Lord Krishna, calling Sri Radha, who was to him greater than his own life, said these words to her, "O goddess, I am going to the earth to destroy the burden of the earth. You also go to the earth." Having heard those words, Sri Radha also went to the earth. That Sri Radhika sprang up by day on the sacrificial ground of Vrishabhanu on the day called Ashtami. In that bright half of the month of Bhadrapada, when purified for the sacrifice, she having a divine form was seen there. The king, delighted in mind, took her to his house and handed her over to his queen. She too nourished her. Thus, O child, the words that I have told you are to be kept secret, to be kept secret. to be kept secret carefully. Sutta said, he who devotedly listened to this account of the vow, giving the fruit of four goals of human life, becomes free from all sins and ultimately goes to Lord Vishnu's abode. Haribol. Garga Samhita, Canto 1. Garga Samhita, Canto 1, Chapter 8. Sri Radhika Janma Varnan. Description of Srimati Radhika's birth. Text 1. Translation. Gargamuni said, O Shaunak, when Bahulashva, the king of Mithila, who was filled with faith and devotion to Lord Hari, and who was the best of wise, heard this, he again bowed down and spoke to great sage Narad, the best of Devarishis. Should we read this or we should start with question and answer? Sri Bhulashva said, okay. By giving it the narrations of Lord Hari's pure glories, you purified my materialistic family and made it auspicious. By a moment's touch with Lord Sri Krishna's devotee, even an ordinary person will become a saint. What more need I say? Next verse. What did the Supreme Personality of Godhead do when he came with Sri Radha to Braja? O Lord, O great sage, please tell me. O King of the sages, please save me from the three miseries. Sri Narada said, the family of your birth is fortunate, for it was made perfect by King Nimi, who was a very great devotee of Lord Sri Krishna. It is not surprising that a pearl is born in an oyster. Please hear the purifying pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord did not only come to kill Kamsa, he also came to protect the devotees. Then, placing her glorious transcendental form in the womb of King Vrishabhanu's wife, Sri Radha descended into a great palace in the garden by the Yamuna's shore. In the month of Bhadra, August-September, on a Monday, that was the 8th day of the bright fourth night of the moon, at the midday, when the sky was covered with clouds, to celebrate Radha's descent, the demigods scattered flowers that has blossomed in the Nandana gardens. Because of Sri Radha's descent, the rivers became very pure and clear. The directions became auspicious and happy, and graceful, gentle, cooling breezes carried the pollen of lotus flowers. Gazing at the daughter, beautiful as hundreds of moons, the gopi, Kirti, became happy. To bring auspiciousness, she gave 200,000 cows in charity to please the Brahmanas. Go. There is no translations. Only the Sanskrit. Only the Sanskrit verse.
different versions. Sometimes Radharani came in a golden lotus.
So there are different versions. Sometimes Radharani came in a golden lotus.
Sometimes she came in the womb of Vidagdha.
Sometimes she came in the womb of Caitanya.
So Krishna comes once in a kalpa.
So, so Krishna comes once in a kalpa of Brahma.
And Radharani will also come in different ways.
And Radharani also comes in different ways. Hare Krishna.
So,
Yeah. Hare
other
Guru.
presents.
What's that, Guru? Oh, yeah. So many verses of that. Okay. Can I get it? Let me adjust. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, dearmost Guru Maharaj, Srimati Radharani is the topmost devotee of Sri Krishna, and also Krishna took her mood, heart and color and came as Lord Chaitanya. So is it that if we followers of Lord Chaitanya and we are the followers of Srimati Radharani? Question mark. And one more question, want to know if Navadip, each of the 9 islands are also connected to the Astasakis? The first one is, we are followers of Lord Chaitanya, are we followers of Srimati Radharani?
The devotees of Lord Chaitanya are also devotees of Lord Krishna.
The devotees of Lord Chaitanya are also the devotees of Lord Krishna.
I mean, Radha and Krishna.
That means Radha and Krishna.
So, as far as the Astasakis being connected to 8 social services,
As far as the Astasaki is connected to 8 devotional services,
I never heard that.
I never heard that.
And no, it doesn't seem like all the yogis that do all the devotional services.
So it seems all the gopis, they do all the devotional services. Okay. Kavya Patel. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisance unto your lotus feet. Accepted. You're aspiring devotee from ISKCON Temple, Bangalore, Vaishnavi Forum. Okay, very good. Jai. First question is that how to get the mercy of Srimati Radharani? Other question is in bhakti, when we don't get proper support from our spiritual master, what should the next step we should take in our spiritual bhakti, Guru Maharaj? How to get Radharani's mercy? How to get Radharani's mercy, and how if we don't get support from Guru, what should be the next step? I heard from Srila Prabhupada
Radharani is most merciful,
that Radharani is the most merciful,
and that if someone is trying to serve Krishna
if that someone is trying to serve Krishna
sincerely,
if sincerely,
Radharani gives her blessing.
then Radharani gives her blessings.
As far as I don't know what support you have from your guru and who your guru is.
I don't know what support you want from your guru, and I don't know who your guru is.
And we're trying to get all support to our disciples.
We are trying to give all our support to our disciples.
Sometimes, like one disciple told me that she wrote me a letter and he didn't reply.
So one disciple, she told me she wrote me a letter and she didn't get any reply.
I asked what was the email she sent to.
So I asked what was the email that she sent to.
She had sent to a wrong email.
She had sent to a wrong email.
So I have secretaries,
I have secretaries.
and they can be written to locate the email.
They can't even look. They can't locate the email.
They can be communicated with.
They can be communicated with.
And you can find out if they have the email,
You can find out whether if they have the email,
if they have it,
if they have it,
and they can read it to me.
and they can read it to me.
And when I say that, and Hari Das, Caitanya Das are the two secretaries.
Radharaman Sevak Prabhu and Haridas Chaitanya Das Prabhu are these two secretaries. You can contact them.
Plus, also Srimati Sathyabhama.
Of course, there's also our Srivasa Shyamsundar Prabhu. You can communicate, you can contact him also.
Okay, another question.
Is there any other? Okay. And he has a long announcement also.
Huh?
He has a long announcement, Rajeshwar.
So they are blessings, Gurma. They are already. They are writing blessings. Okay, Prabhu.
I've got a few more.
Okay, 3 more. Okay. বাংলা প্রশ্ন আছে আপনি হরে কৃষ্ণ বাবা
Hare Krishna.
হরে কৃষ্ণ বাবা, আপনার চরণে সশ্রদ্ধ প্রণাম। আমার একটা প্রশ্ন ছিল, কলিতে শ্রীমতী রাধারানী, গদাধর পণ্ডিত আর শ্রী চৈতন্য মহাপ্রভু এক অংশরূপে প্রকাশিত, কেন রাধারানী 2 রকম প্রকাশ হল?
My question is, in Kali Yuga, Srimati Radharani has appeared as Sri Gadadhar Pandit and in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. My question is, why she has appeared in these 2 different ways?
Chaitanya is Krishna with some of the qualities of Radharani.
Lord Chaitanya is Krishna with some of the qualities of Srimati Radharani.
And Madhava Pandit is Radharani.
In Gadadhar Pandit is Radharani. Yeah, translated. Okay, next.
Another question. All English one thing on.
Okay, okay. One moment. Okay, okay.
No, no, one. We just need to wrote a question.
Hi.
How to be a recipient of Srimati Radharani.
Okay. Hare Krishna, question from Nitya Brajalila Devidasi from Howrah. What precautions should we take for not creating offenses at Srimati Radharani's lotus feet? What should be our emotion to Srimati Radharani?
We should be very respectful and surrendered to Srimati Radharani.
We should be very respectful and surrendered to Srimati Radharani.
That by her mercy, we get the service of Lord Krishna.
And that by her mercy we will get the service of Lord Krishna.
And we should not think of her as an ordinary woman.
And we should not think of her as an ordinary woman.
She is Shakti Tattva.
She is Shakti Tattva.
She is much greater than we are Jiva Tattvas.
So she is much greater than we call Jiva Tattvas.
And
One Bengali. There's a question from Kishori, Chennai. She's here. Baba Vishnu. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances.
I thought that
Hari Bol. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to your divine grace. When Radharani cooks for Krishna, what will Radharani offer to Krishna? With Tulsi? That's the question.
I thought she always has a hard
What she does offer and how does both, I think. So.
What she will offer, will she offer?
She always running sattvic preparation.
She offers many sattvic preparations.
And naturally, she'll have Tulsi on it.
Initially, it should have Tulsi on it. Guru Maharaj, I have one question. So normally we see that when we are approaching Radha and Krishna, there's a great danger for us to fall in the trap of Sahajaism. So how we should avoid that?
It's said until they're on the liberated state,
So it is said until that we are on the liberated stage,
we see that we worship Radha and Krishna like Lakshmi Narayan.
we see that and we worship Radha and Krishna like Lakshmi Narayan.
I mean, with great respect.
That means with great respect.
And the Sahajas
Mm.
are very familiar.
The Sahajas, they are very familiar.
We don't think that we're at that stage yet.
What's the argument? Sorry.
At that stage yet.
They are not at that stage yet.
So we deal with great respect,
But we deal with great respect,
which is more in the mood of Lakshmi Narayan.
which is more in the mood of Lakshmi Narayan. One
Last question. No English only.
लास्ट में হে পারমার্থিক পিতা শ্রীমতী রাধা ঠাকুরানীর নিকট মাতাজি হিসেবে আমাদের কি মনোভাব নিয়ে প্রার্থনা করা উচিত, কি বা প্রার্থনা করা উচিত কৃপা করে বলুন। সুরভি গোপিকা দেবী দাস।
What mood we should pray as a mother? What mood we should pray to Srimati Radharani?
as a mother.
in a female body, how we should pray to Srimati Radharani. Those devotees who are in the female body, how should they pray to Srimati Radharani?
I don't know if any difference.
I don't know if there is any difference.
Hey, Haribo, super guru. Haribo.
Haripur, okay.
Only yeah, Radharani is the best of the devotees of Lord Krishna.
You see, Radharani is the best of the devotees of Lord Krishna,
And she knows how to conquer Krishna.
and she knows how to conquer Krishna.
And so we want to offer our obeisances and wait for her mercy.
So we want to offer our obeisances and beg for her mercy,
We can also serve Krishna.
so that we can. Lord Krishna has said to have internal, marginal, and external potencies. Shakti, all the Shaktis are your non-difference with Srimati Radharani. I cannot understand this, Srila Guru Maharaj. Kindly clarify this, Srila Guru Maharaj.
Internal potency is Shakti Tattva.
Internal potency is Shakti Tattva,
Marginal potency is Jiva Tattva.
and the marginal potency is Jiva Tattva.
External potency is Maya Shakti.
And the external potency is Maya Shakti.
I'll give an example. That for the element, the different departments are all similar.
What's that, Guru Maharaj?
Go from the element,
If you go to the government, the different departments are
similar.
similar.
The police department
Mhm.
is in order to keep law and order.
The police department is in order to keep law and order.
And the social welfare department gives out social welfare.
And the social welfare department gives out social welfare.
So, for the government, both departments are good.
So with the government, both departments are good.
For the criminals, they don't like the police.
But for the criminals, they don't like the police.
They social welfare, all right.
For them, the social welfare is all right.
So, like that. Actually, since the material world is one of the Shaktis of Krishna,
So like that, actually, since the material world is one of the Shaktis of Lord Krishna,
then in one sense, she's not different from Radharani.
so in one sense, she's not different from Radharani.
And that realization was given to her in Samantadeep.
And that realization was given to her in Simantadip.
However, for us, there's a big difference.
But otherwise, for us, there is a big difference.
Maya is keeping us away from Krishna,
Maya is keeping us away from Krishna,
and Radharani is giving us possibility of going back to Krishna.
and Radharani is keeping us in proximity in going back to Krishna.
But actually, you're able to get back to Krishna. My baby, she salutes you, she's happy.
So actually, when you are able to get back to Krishna, Maya Devi, she salutes you. Haribol.
Wonderful.
Shri Radha Madhava Ashta Sakhi Vrinda Shriman Mayapur Chandra Mandir Chandra Mahaprabhu ki jai. Shri Radha Sham Sundar Lalita Vishaka ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj will be right back and is going to give you the special blessings of Radhashtami today, those who are present here. And Guru Maharaj also has put his personal table behind you. And on this day, anybody who visits the table is not ordinary.
Yeah.
So Guru Maharaj welcomes all of you on his virtual book table. Since the list is too long, I am going to announce only for the 4 days from 16 August to 20 August. That itself is a little longer. So I'm going to announce in installment as the pledges are. So for the Bhadra Purnima, as you know, 43,000 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. Guru Maharaj will be right back. Please hold on. Make a line, or you may visit the book table meanwhile. Minimum 43,000 Srimad Bhagavatam sets to be distributed. Please do pledge yatra wise as well as individually and gradually fulfill the pledge. Your pledges will be announced on the Guru Maharaj virtual table. Buy, sell, donate, accept Srimad Bhagavatam sets. Pledge now, pay later. Save home, save earth. If not every citizen, at least every house should have a Srimad Bhagavatam set to ensure we save the earth. The following fortunate devotees, Yatras, participated in the pastime of Guru Maharaj in distributing books since 16 August 2022 to 20 August 2022, just 4 days. Remaining will be announced later tomorrow. Srimad Bhagavatam sponsors from Malaysia. From Penang, we have His Grace Kripa, Her Grace Kripa Tita Devidasi, 3 Bhagavatam sets. Mayapur Ishwardas 2 Bhagavatam sets. Dr. Tyagarajan 2 sets of Srimad Bhagavatam. Sesha Nityananda Das 1 set. Dursaya Das 1 set Srimad Bhagavatam. Brajendra Nandana Das 1 set Srimad Bhagavatam. Sumati Ramachandran 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Dr. Devendran Sanjeevan and Dhoroti Naikishur 1 set of Srimad Bhagavatam. Lee Cheng Liang 1 set of Srimad Bhagavatam. Than Ailgi 1 set of Srimad Bhagavatam. From Selangor, Malaysia, we have Subramanian and Vaini family 2 sets of Srimad Bhagavatam. Hanu, Jitu, Prasad and Nandika 1 set of Srimad Bhagavatam. From Missouri, USA, we have Dr. Sharmini Rogers 1 set of Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhadra Purnima Srimad Bhagavatam set down. From Anit Kumar Binda 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Kirtan Tara 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Vaishali Devidasi 1 Srimad Bhagavatam from Orissa. Anandini Kamala Devidasi from Midnapur 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Pinku Chanda Devnath from Shamadesh 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Mrityunjay Sen from Purulia 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Sima Caitanya Das from Singapore 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Rituvan Bihari Das from Kolkata 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Anuradha Biswas and family from Siliguri 2 Bhagavatam sets. Sunil Ambar Nityananda Das from Mathura Desh 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Munish Khana from Canada 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Amar Kanti Biswas from Kolkata 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Priyanka Ghosh from Krishna Katha Desh 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Hare Krishna Maiti from Midnapur 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Sumita Dinda from Tata 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Kirtaneshwar Gaurdas from Hyderabad 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Radha Kanta Gopal Das Tamil Nadu 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Brajesh Govinda Das from USA 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Nitai Bera from Midnapur 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Mamata Dhe from Assam 2 Bhagavatam sets. Ujjwala Brajalila Devidasi from Canada 2 Srimad Bhagavatam sets and 40 Bhagavad Gita. Kamala Gopi Devidasi from Canada 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Nityananda Jagadish Das from Mathura Desh 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Vinita Mataji from USA 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Anjana Gopika Devidasi and family from USA 2 set of Srimad Bhagavatam. Shankapani Narsimadas from Mumbai 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Subhamai Champakalata Devidasi from Mathura Desh. Rohini S. Bhatt 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Metul Reddy, one Srimad Bhagavatam. Baby Reddy, one Srimad Bhagavatam. V. Lachita, one Srimad Bhagavatam. H. N. Ravi Shankar, one Srimad Bhagavatam. Sweta KV, one Srimad Bhagavatam. Ishwaramma YR, one Srimad Bhagavatam. Sharadamba, one Srimad Bhagavatam. Kamalamma, one Srimad Bhagavatam. Vijay Kumar Chana Basa, one Srimad Bhagavatam said. Gayatri Rao, one Srimad Bhagavatam. Sunita Kishan from Assam, 3 Bhagavad Gita. Alok Ranjan Maitra from Kolkata, 5 Bhagavad Gita. Uttar Paul from Murshidabad, 3 Bhagavad Gita. Namita Sarkar from Kolkata, 8 Bhagavad Gita. Bishak from UK, 11 Bhagavad Gita and 6 small book. Reena Vinesh from Bangalore, 117 Bhagavad Gita. Karuna Avatar Das from Chennai, 31 small book. Tushar Devnath from Tirupura, 25 small book. Anand Vihari Krishnadas from Uttarakhand, 10 Bhagavad Gita. Jayananda Gaur Hari Das from Chennai, 3 Bhagavad Gita. Purnima Datta from Noida, 11 Bhagavad Gita and 6 small book. Divya Vishaka Devidasi from Puri, 11 Bhagavad Gita and 6 small book. Nandakumar Govindadas from Alipurduar, 11 Bhagavad Gita and 6 small book. Panchajanya Prabhu from Kasadesh. Chitra Vilasini Devidasi up to 20 August. 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Mao Ji Hong, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Wang Ping, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Yan Ping, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Hong Kong Bhakta Thai Yin Wong, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Jamuna Priya Devidasi, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Toshan Krishnadas, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Zhang Li, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Hong Kong Bhaktim Chui Bhai Bing, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Zhu Gui Ying, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Wang Run Ming, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Li Bin, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam said. Wang Yi Hua, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. Li Yao Zuan, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam. From Kasadesh again we have Prahlad Krishnadas, 5 Gita, 1 and Keshav Premadas, 5 Bhagavad Gita. Charini Devidasi and her daughter, 5 Gitas. And Chen Ziu Hui, 23 Bhagavatam set. Chen Li Rong, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Li Song June 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set, 20 Bhagavad Gita and 5 small book. Caitanya Prayasi Devidasi for her mother Yashashwini Devidasi, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Lalita Preshta Gopi Devidasi, 2 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. Yogesh Radha Prema Devidasi, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. Shang Liang son and the whole family, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. And Shang Zen, her daughter, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Keshav Premadas Zhang Hong, his wife, Leela Purushottam Das son and Jiang Chai Yun daughter-in-law, 2 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. Du Yan Ling, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Bhaktim Lalita Mahadevidasi, Duan Tian Ju Zhou Singh Ling, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Li Hong, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Madhumati Devidasi, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Fing Yi Hua, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Mai Jin Yuan, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Fing Yin, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Fing Jiu, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Fing Jia Hui, 1 Srimad Bhagavatam set. Tushan Krishnadas, 1 Bhagavad Gita. So Guru Maharaj is distributing 2,704 Maha Big Books, 85 small book in a total of 2,789 Prabhupada transcendental books, including 116 Srimad Bhagavatam sets, just in 4 days. Srila Prabhupada transcendental book distribution ki jai.
So Guru Maharaj, this is special darshan on London Rath Yatra darshan, Guru Maharaj.
Trafalgar Square. Trafalgar Square.
Trafalgar Square Rath Yatra, London. Trafalgar Square Rath Yatra. Okay, Guru Maharaj, where is Nandakumar Krishna Prabhu? Yeah, so Guru Maharaj, Nandakumar Krishna Prabhu, wait, Nandakumar Krishna Prabhu from Washington DC, it come. Okay, and Sarva Shobhana Mataji from Malaysia, where is she? Where is she? Come. So this is Sarva Shobhana Mataji. Mataji, come. Oh my God.
Announce that this can announce.
Please. So this is from Malaysia. So be careful.
अपना सिर ग्लास के ऊपर मत टकराइए, धीरे से रखिए, अपने हाथ पहले रखो. Please keep your hands first and feel the glass before you put your head. Don't bang your head on the glass. You know, Guru Maharaj feels the pain.
Also, we have Gauranga Prasad Prabhu and Shri Guru Sevanandini Mataji and Kishori Vera De. Yeah. So Guru Maharaj, they have donated 1 lakh rupees for you. on your sanya 52nd sannyas anniversary. So they also need your blessings, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Sri Guru Sevanandini. Come forward, come this side. Srila Prabhupada translated the book Division Ki Chai. So this devotees get a special Narasimha Puja in a few hours from now in Sri Ramayapur. All of you devotees also please bless them by calling out Nitai Gauranga. Please pass on this wonderful opportunity of participating in the pastime of Guru Maharaj in distributing Srila Prabhupada books, even if it's a single Bhagavad Gita or just a few small books. Please do WhatsApp Guru Maharaj virtual table anytime at +91 94 34 76 04 02. Stay tuned for Lord Chaitanya class tomorrow. Let's pray for all those who are celebrating their anniversaries today for their well-being and blissful Krishna consciousness. There's one more news today. His Grace Sachinandana Gaurachandra Prabhu, JSS in charge in Nepal, was critically ill, and after praying, he left his body today. So, all of us, let's pray to Lord Krishna, if he so desire, to give him eternal shelter at his lotus feet. And also, this prayer includes for all those who are celebrating their anniversaries today for their well-being and blissful Krishna consciousness. Let's pray together. Please chant along with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So receive special blessings from Guru Maharaj today on Radhashtami day. And please don't bang your head on the glass. You can put your hand first and feel the glass before you bring your head for the blessings. अपने हाथ को शीशा के ऊपर रख के महसूस करें, उसके बाद अपने सिर को धीरे से लाएं, सिर को फटकना नहीं उसमें, ग्लास के ऊपर, कांच के ऊपर. What is that?
Okay, happy Radhashtami to all of you.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, we are extremely delighted to announce Kartik Gaura Mandal Tours 2022. 7 days of tours visiting over 30 pastime places of our acharyas in association of senior devotees in the most auspicious Kartik month. Please make your Kartik plans accordingly and also share this opportunity with your friends. The schedule is as follows. The yatra fee includes breakfast, lunch, prasadam and transport. The schedule will be announced tomorrow. The schedule will be announced tomorrow.
Guru Maharaj,
I can show it later. The internet is so weak, I cannot do anything.
this is from Madhava. Radharani, this is Radharani.
Okay. Okay, Haribol.
I can share the app of Guru Maharaj on publisher, then I can display tomorrow as well. We can announce.
Yeah.
We will announce tomorrow and I'll show this. Yeah, because due to poor internet, I could not help.
I told already.